Hello, and thank you for joining. I'm Chris Cushman, president of LLC Loan Network, and I'm joined by one of our partners, Mike Albert, the Wealth Builder Institute. Mike, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
We've been able to build quite a relationship with your investment group over the last couple of months, haven't we?
Yes, it's been quite enjoyable.
And it's become more of a friendship than business at this point. I appreciate that.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Tell me more about the value that we have in working together in the 4 or 5 seminars we provided to your group. What are your clients sharing with you about what we're bringing to them from LLC Loan?
Well, it's interesting because with our baby, so to speak, is real estate, and I love that, and it's a great market right now, being that it's a buyer's market, and a lot of people will say, well, is it the time to invest in real estate? And it is, because it is a buyer's market, and you've heard a lot of experts talk about that. But in a safe aspect, where LLC Loan Network comes in, is they explain that there's asset protection in doing it through corporations. So you can create wealth in that realm, as well as protection in doing lines of credit.
We found our niche working within that asset protection structure, primarily that Garrett Sutton is presenting. And with the financial capacity and the financial strategies underneath that umbrella, you're finding your group who's going out and buying larger properties, larger projects, possibly pooling their money together,
Right.
and the value of them not having to do that on their personal credit, but doing it in the form of their business or entity is very valuable, isn't it?
When you think about what you can do as a group, it's huge. When you buy in bulk, you get a better price. So, for example, you approach a bank that has a big REO portfolio. You say, hey, how much do you want to get rid of at a price that meets our needs? So 50 cents on the dollar is not unheard of, and that's actually realistic. So you can do that when you pull your monies together.
That's right. Get a lot more buying power.
Much more, yeah. It's exciting.
Some of the other things that we've had some details and inner workings with in some of your clients are the credit improvement, building better personal, but also the business credit.
Right.
Now, we're finding some great success there. We're finding that your clients might be able to assume and accumulate some wealth now. If they want to continue to go back a year or two from now to those lenders to accumulate a larger credit line, very valuable to have improved credit positions, improved credit scores, and that history that comes with it, both on the personal but also on the business side.
Right, and that's where it begins. It begins with your credit, because it's your name. Your name is more important than your money. I want to reiterate that with your students, that it starts with the credit. Once you start your credit, now you've got something where you can loan more than you can save. And I've said that before. You can never save as much as you can loan. That's why you start with the credit, then you get into moving it out of your name into a corporation, and then you create those lines of credit that way. So, you know, the magic number is 2 years for a corporation, which goes by. It's going to happen if you plan it or not, so you might as well start now.
Exactly right. That's how we encourage our clients as well. Plan now. If you're planning on owning real estate in the next 15, 20 years, plan those entities and prepare for them.
Or just open a corporation. Even if you do nothing on it, to put it on a shelf. Even a shelf life corporation has great value.
We're also finding the business lines of credit are great value to your group, where they can assume the down payment. They can create some funds that they might use for that down payment, and then they pool their money together and go buy larger projects.
Yes, and that's the whole goal, is just to create opportunity. Yeah.
And when you have a little money behind you, you can buy, as you say,
Yeah.
a lot more for your money.
You ain't kidding, especially in today's market. Don't let it. You probably won't see this again in your lifetime. You know, this subprime thing that caused this problem in the industry, which is creating an opportunity for people like us.
Yes.
So, because you're not taking advantage of the poor person who's losing their house, it's already gone. It's in an REO stage, and we can get into that, but it would take a long time to explain all the steps. But that's a whole nother project.
Well, and that's why people should come to your group, so they can learn from you
That's right.
and your team on how to take advantage of it, as we have.
Right. It's a lot of fun. It's exciting, and it's working for yourself. There's nothing better.
Mike's with Wealth Builder Institute. Again, I'm Chris Cushman with LLC Loan. Thanks for joining us.